Ready? Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Annie. Welcome back to my channel. Unless, of course, this is the first time you're here, then hi, welcome. Today I have a very special guest with me. It is, you know him, you love him, it's Israel. It's like the crowd is going wild. Ah! So as a lot of you know, me and Israel have been together for going on 3 years now, and we've spent 3 Valentine's Days together, and I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than by reading your date disasters. Valentine's Day may be over, but your date disasters will haunt you for your entire life. That's why I asked you guys on Instagram to send me over some of your biggest, cringiest moments, and we're gonna read them.
I cringe so hard so easily.
You do cringe really easy. Don't worry, this is all gonna be anonymous, so if we read your story, then don't worry, we won't know it's you. So I got slammed with stories, to be honest, so I was only able to pick a few. These were 6 of my favorites. Is that the right word?
The stories that are the cringiest without actually getting into...
You guys sent me some real bad ones.
Yeah.
Not YouTube appropriate. We're gonna take turns reading back and forth. He doesn't know who sent them. Some of the people you may know. I'll read the first one. Okay, first off, I personally don't consider this a date, but my friends keep saying it was. I had matched with this guy on Tinder. After like a half an hour of messaging him, he asked if I wanted to hang out. She put in little things. Not the safest or the smartest move, I know. We just drove around for a bit while he tried to make small talk. At some point, we parked in some school parking lot and there was just really long, awkward silence. Then out of nowhere, he grabs my hand and just starts rubbing it on his face. No warning, no actual reason, just rubbing the back of my hand all over his face and doesn't stop. My friend ended up texting me, acting like my mom, wanted me home. Wait. Ended up texting me like my mom wanted me home because it was just really uncomfortable situation. He said okay and took me home.
That was awkward as hell.
Tinder date. I expect nothing less.
Tinder date, yeah. Wow. I like the fact that they had a contingency plan, you know, that it's the typical like, hey, if in 30 minutes I don't text you in the day saying that everything is fine, text me saying that my dog died or something like that.
Right, that's smart.
Yeah, I've used that.
Have you?
I've used that. It's like Jorge calls me, it's like, dude, you need to tell me that you're my dad. It's like...
Tell me you're my dad.
Yeah. And
I've never had to do that, to be honest, because James is always with me on my first date.
It is true,
James
though.
is my bodyguard.
On our first date, he was there.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you're gonna kill me.
Fair. You don't know if I might do, still.
Okay, story number 2.
Okay, so when I worked at the airport, there was a guy who cleaned the rental cars who was really nice to me, so I thought we were good friends. One day he texted me and asked if I wanted to get lunch with him, but he didn't have a car, so I drove really far east to go pick him up. We went to a Persian diner. He's Persian. Good to know. In parentheses. We're just chilling and talking normally, and right before we go to leave, he gets down to one knee next to me and straight up propose. I had to tell him no and then drive him home. Not even 6 months later, he ended up getting married to someone else. Wow. Do you think he took the girl to the same restaurant?
Okay, so I talked to her a little bit after this, and she thinks that his family owned it.
That doesn't make it better though. It's like, oh, who are you gonna bring today? It's like, are we having the special lunch for the proposal?
They just have it staged every time.
Staged.
He didn't even have a ring, I asked.
No, the food was enough.
I bet she paid. Okay. I had been talking to this guy from a dating site. We finally arranged to meet after a week or so of talking. He picked me up from my apartment and we went to go get ice cream. Everything is going really well. We're laughing and flirting. He then decides we should head off to go get dinner. We get in his car and start driving further into the city. He keeps glancing at his phone and finally it starts ringing. Without hesitation, he picked it up and then almost immediately hung up. He pulled over and said his friend's car was broken down and he needed to go help him. I said that's fine and we could reschedule. We both looked at each other for a second before he motioned for me to get out of the car. And then I did, and then he took off. I was now 5 miles away from home, no bus fare, no money for Uber, no one to come get me. I heard from him a while later asking if I wanted to hang out at 11 p.m. that night.
So was his friend's car?
He said his friend's car broke down and then just told her to get out.
He's like,
hey, you want
he's like, I understand.
I wonder if he even said anything, or did he just motion?
I think he just motioned by the way that, like, how it sounds like.
Yeah, that's
it's
what it
like,
sounds
oh,
like.
I understand. We can reschedule for later, no problem. And of course, I'm expecting, if I'm the girl, I'm expecting you're gonna drive my ass back home.
Right. What What'd you do? What do you say?
I
You just get out?
I would. The whole idea of like the guy picking up the phone and then just hanging up afterwards is kind of like,
What does that mean?
it's kind of like, oh, my toe.
It was probably his girlfriend.
It was probably his girlfriend.
He's like,
wife.
I can't talk right now. And then like hangs up. Okay, here's the
No.
next one.
My roommate drove over 40 minutes to meet this guy at his house. When she arrived, he answered in his PJs. He then told her that she needed to sit and wait for him to shower. Keep in mind, she was already about 30 minutes late in the first place. So she waits. They go to Starbucks, and he then drinks his coffee with awful slurping noises. They arrive at the restaurant. It's a vegan lunch wrap kind of place. When the server gets there, before my roommate can ask questions or even look at the menu, he orders for her.
I hate that.
He orders her the smallest breakfast burrito, and he gets himself a full-size rice bowl and 2 veggie wraps. Before they leave, a girl comes up to compliment her makeup. She gives her some tips and says thank you. He interrupts with, "Excuse me, I'm right here." When they get back to the house, he asks her if she would like to take a nap with him before he goes back to working.
Hey,
Needless to say, she left in a hurry.
you want to take a nap?
You want to take a nap?
That's like first time you ever met this guy. I would not feel comfortable napping in his house.
40 minutes driving to see this guy, and then waiting 30 minutes more to take a shower.
At
in
that
a
point, I would have
stranger's
been like, no.
house.
He's At that point, I would have been like, you had put no effort into this.
It's like I would demand my 40 by what, $20 of gas.
Like you're alone in some random dude's house for the first time. Plus, if I was the guy, I would never trust that.
And even at that point, if I
She could've
I
robbed
messed
him
up,
blind.
right? If I messed up and I'm like super late already, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go take a shower, and the girl is there. Baby wipes. Baby wipes. Don't go and take a full-on shower. The girl's already there sitting there.
Okay, this last one is long.
You're giving me all the long ones. You're giving the person with English as a second language the longest one. So this was for Valentine's Day. Oh, perfect. For the first time in my life, I had a Valentine. Oh, yay. So like any good boyfriend, I started making plans to set up a date with a fancy dinner. Oh my god, I know who this is. I wanted everything to be perfect, so I picked one of the best restaurants in town and planning on going to get ice cream and maybe a romantic movie after. I decided to put my plan into action. I asked if she was available. She wasn't sure since her mom had plans. Thinking it would be seen as cute or romantic, I decided to ask her mom for permission. Her mom was thrilled and was more than happy to let me take her out for a date. When my girlfriend found out that I asked her mom for permission, she got upset. She told me I overstepped boundaries. I apologized and explained I only wanted to make a special experience. Skip to Valentine's Day. I made sure that I was dressed to impress. Immediately after leaving her home, her body language and attitude shifted. She was still angry with me and seemed determined to keep her distance from me. To make a long story short, she ended up being rude and distant to me the entire time we were together. Barely ate her food. The conversation we had was basically non-existent. After dinner, she asked me just to take her home. I attempt to still be romantic, since she was my girlfriend at all, and walk her to the door. When I tried to kiss her, she turned away. That was the last date we ever had together. To this day, I'm still not sure what caused her to act that way. It ruined Valentine's Day for me. I think what happened in this thing is that, first of all, I don't know how long you guys have been together. Maybe she was planning on breaking up things. Yeah, she was not appreciative, and I don't know, like the vibe that is getting me is like she wanted to break things up, and then she found out
She
that
just
he
wasn't
had
sure
plans. And it's like, no, I had plans with my mom, and the mom was like, no, you don't, so you can go with him. And so she was like, I don't even want to be here, blah blah blah. What a bitch. You did nothing wrong.
No, you did good. Try not to let that ruin
You
Valentine's
keep
Day.
pushing me out of the frame. No, and it shows
Really
you.
cute.
It shows that you have capability for planning something. You could have just asked for her to be at your home and you'd be on your pages. Now I'm trying to think about like the other ones that I read and trying to think who
Okay,
was who.
you know one of them.
Is it
Yeah. Which one do you think was?
the kicking out of the car? It was the rub in the face?
No.
What was it?
Did we tell you?
Yeah.
The proposal.
Oh no!
Okay, what was the cringiest in your opinion?
I think the marriage one.
The proposal?
Because like rubbing face is like, yeah, I can.
Get in the back here.
Oh, I see. I'm imagining this.
That's kind of worse. But he was apparently going like this.
Here is a pita bread. Would you marry me?
I don't know if Pete is Peruvian, but sure.
He's a Peruvian? He's
Yeah.
Persian.
Oh. Or was it Peruvian? I thought
No,
it
it
was
says Persian.
Persian.
Yeah,
What
Persian.
did I say?
Peruvian.
Oh,
And pita is Greek too, so.
I don't know.
It's a triangular bread, which I love, that I haven't had in a long time, but it's great.
Triscuit. No.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you want us to do this again, there are plenty more stories. We can totally do that for you. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I make a new video. I'm being more consistent. Proud of me.
Yeah. I've been pushing her butt. She doesn't, she dies.
What? I was the one who was obsessed with being murdered. I just automatically assume every date is I'm putting myself in danger because I'm going to die. I just assume everybody wants to kill me. I don't know.
I mean, everybody's gonna die one day.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry. Are you okay?